Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
So nice to be with you on this Erev Shabbat. You know, it's getting lighter.
Later.
Yeah. Lighter, later.
Or
darker later.
Darker later.
Darker later. It's light now.
Lighter
it was
earlier.
Darker earlier, and now it's earlier,
Yeah.
darker. So I'm a rabbi and not a weather person. Although you wish you kind of you were, don't you wish you worked in the weather? Cantor Mushnick is very into weather. What's that?
Every day.
Every day.
Every day, yes.
It's sometimes like every time I see him in the morning, he's like, I just want you to know there's a front coming in from the right side, and he kind of is going to push through from the pressure area, and it's going to be right over here, sitting right over here. He does that, and it's weird because he has a green screen in his office, and there's and he like has the little clicker, and he changes the thing. It's really amazing. That second part's not true, but he does love the weather. We are very happy that you're here to celebrate Shabbat with us. Also, I think we might have already, and then maybe trickling in some people. We have a 50 plus singles event tonight at the end of services. So we also have an ufruf today. Somebody's getting married. So we're going to be celebrating an ufruf. We have a lot to do in the next 3.5 to 4 hours together for our service. Hello on our live stream. I hope that you are also happy and joining us. You know, for a long time I have been saying the same spiel to the live stream, that you can join us on our website, cbiboca.org, hit menu, and then go to Shabbat, and then scroll down, and then you can follow along in the virtual prayer book. You know, the other day I tried this myself, and everything works except for the CCAR Press, who makes the prayer books, no longer has virtual prayer books on the internet for free. So now you have to buy them. I just decided to go and check it. So those of you on our live stream, welcome. It's a one-time purchase. It doesn't go to us. It just goes to the CCAR Press, who makes our prayer books. Then you can have a virtual prayer book. Sorry for saying that for a long time, but it's not free anymore. They are charging. It's on Kindle. You can download it and then you can pay, and then I don't know. We're going to continue with our service now. Oh, by the way, if you need a prayer book, right under the seat. So close. Reach under your seat. That's where the prayer books are. Right under your seat. Right under your chair. There's a prayer book. I promise. Right under. There should be a book there. Now we're going to start with the candle lighting. We invite Rachel Fallett-Lax to join us. We're on page 2.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu l'chadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu להדליק נר של שבת.
Now that our candles are lit and we have entered our 25 hours of Shabbat, we get to sweeten that time together with the words of Kiddush, which can be found on page 5.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho me'ahava u'vratzon inchilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit כי הוא יום תחילה למקראי קודש, זכר ליציאת מצרים. כי בנו בחרת ואותנו קידשת מכל עמים ושבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת. אמן.
Yeah, that was good. We continue now with Yedid Nefesh, which can be found, big page jump, on page 332. 332.
Ishach
all the way back to the front part of our Siddur, of our prayer book, as we continue with Lecha Dodi, the prayer, the connection written by Shlomo Halevi in the 16th century in Tzfat, in the Kabbalistic city of Tzfat, where he sought to find a deeper connection to Shabbat, a deeper connection to God, and so he wrote the beautiful words of Lecha Dodi, which can be found on page 20 and 21, and we'll be doing verses 1, 2, 5, and 9. When we get to verse 9, we'll be standing and facing the door, our main doors, to welcome in the Shabbat bride. Once again, pages 20 and 21.
Shamor v'zachor b'dibor echad ishmiyanu el hamilcha Adonai echad u'shemo echad l'shemo tiferet v'litila Lecha Dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat lekabela Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha ki mekor haberacha Meirosh mikedem lesucha sof maseh b'machshava techila Lecha Dodi nikrat kala b'nei Shabbat lekabela Hitoreri kiva orech kumi ori shidaberi kelon Adonai alayich nigla Lecha Dodi nikrat kala b'nei Shabbat lekabela Boi v'shalom ateret ba'ala gam b'simcha u'v'tzola toch emunei am segula boi chala Lecha Dodi nikrat kala b'nei Shabbat lekabela Lecha Dodi nikrat kala b'nei Shabbat
Please be seated. We continue now with Chatzi Kaddish, which can be found on page 26.
Yitkadal veyitkadash shemei rabba Be'olma divrach yiruteh v'yamlich malchuteh בחייכון וביומייכון ובחיי תכל בית ישראל בגלה ובזמן קריב ויאמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם לעולמי המאיה יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקדושה בריחו לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה תמירן בעולמה ואמרו Amen.
We continue now with our call to worship with the Baruch Hu, where we ask ourselves the questions if we are awake, if we are prepared, page 28, and together we stand. Continue on page 31 at the top of the page where we read together. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which your breath guides the sail of the stars. Creator of the tide of time and light, you guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans into infinity, you set its course to eternity. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Baruch atah Adonai, Hamariv Aravim. We continue at the bottom of page 33, and let's alternate paragraphs. Wisdom and wonder, passion and instruction, story and symbol. All these things your Torah gives to us. The more we devote ourselves to it, the more it grows and gives. What could be a truer token of your abiding love than this holiest of your works, a living language that gives it form? Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. 34:35.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kivon Malchuto Leolam Va'ed.
Please be seated. We continue on page 36.
And you shall love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your might. And these words which I command you this day, you
Let's read together on the top of page 39. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before ever we stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go, there's eternally Egypt, that there's a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, that there's no way to get from here to there except by joining hands and marching together. Micha Mocha, our song of redemption, on page 40. ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב וגולו מלך חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל. Praised are you, Adonai, for redeeming Israel. It's said that more than the Jewish people have kept Shabbat, Shabbat has kept the Jewish people. The more that we take these 25 hours to collectively reflect, to study, to pray, to be together, unites us, whether we are here in Florida or in Idaho or in Nebraska or in Nice, or my brother-in-law is right now. How difficult for him to be in Nice. Rough for him. Let's take a moment and think about how difficult it is for him to be in Nice. But this unification happens because it doesn't matter where we are, because Shabbat brings us together. And so I hope that as we are about to enter the words of Rishamru, the words where God asks us to keep the Shabbat, to connect ourselves to Shabbat, I hope that as we enter these hours with our homes and our loved ones, we will find ways to make this time special and important for each and every one of us. Rishamru, page 44.
Shabbat. הארץ. וביום השביעי שבת ויהי נפש, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת.
We continue now with the Amidah, begins on page 46, and together we stand.
Adonai sifatai tiftachu fi agi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei avoteinu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah. Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Koneh HaKol, V'Zocher Chastei Avot V'Imahot, U'Mevii Geulah Livnei V'neihem, Leman Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'ezrat Sarah. Atah gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh hakol atah rav lehoshia. Mashiv haruach u'morid hagashem. Mechakel chayim bechesed, Mechayeh hakol berachamim rabim, Somech noflim verofei cholim, Matir asurim, Umekayeh memunato, Lishenei afar, Michamocha ba'al gevurot, Umidom elach, Melech memit umechayeh, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'neman atah lehachayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh hakol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, u'kadoshim b'chol yom yehalalucha selah. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el hakadosh.
We take time now for silent prayers, thoughts, the meditations, or the readings throughout the rest of the Amidah, beginning here on page 52 through page 62. When you're finished, please be seated.
ישראל עמך שלום רב שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם שלום רב כי אתה המלך הגדול מלך גדול לכל השלום כי אתה המלך הגדול מלך גדול לכל השלום שלום רב שלום רב שלום רב ישראל עמך שלום רב שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם בטוב עיניך לברך את עמך ישראל בכל עת ובכל שעה בשלומך בשלומך שלום רב שלום רב שלום רב על ישראל עמך שלום רב שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם שלום רב שלום
So they're getting married. I chatted with them before about the wedding. It's next weekend, right? I asked them if they're still getting married as of right now. They said yes, so which is excellent because it'd be really awkward if right now they changed their mind. So the singing was nice though. So it propelled you into niceness, which is nice. It's a good thing I wasn't singing. If I was singing, you'd be like, no, make it end. So we're going to invite Francesca and Jay to join us up here. I mentioned to them that come up here, yeah, come up. That they have a special dance to perform because that's what Rabbi Silvers, who's officiating the wedding, told them to do. Right? Is that what you're guys? Are you prepared? I have a working microphone for you to go ahead and. I'm just kidding. So where are you guys from? You're from here. You're from Boca. Born here? Yep. Born in Boca. Nice. Welcome. I'm also Floridians. So kinda. You were 8. I'm a Floridian. Where are you from? It's the same thing as Florida. Amazing. All right, good. She said New Jersey, which is the same thing. So it's the same thing. It's I feel like they're like Boca is the 6th borough / New Jersey. So it's the same. I feel like if you're like from Philly or from, it's like a different state, but this is like the same state. So we're happy that you're natives. That you're both natives. Nice. Good. Well, we're gonna do a little blessing for you. Are you ready? Yep. So we're gonna do something called an ufruf, and an ufruf in Hebrew means to like be called up. So they're up. It happened. We did it. So we're gonna do a blessing. I'll do a little blessing, and he's gonna do the fun part, and he's gonna sing, and then we're gonna clap and be joyous for them. משפח אבותינו אברהם, יצחק ויעקב ואימותינו שרה, רבקה, רחל ולאה, הוא יברך את החתן ואת הכלה ויצליח את דרכם אשר ילכו בה מהיום והלאה. יחדיו ימצאו תמיד חן וחסד בעיני כל רואיהם ויזכו לבנות בית בישראל לשם ולתהילה ויהיה שלום בביתם ושלווה והשקט בליבם כל הימים אשר הם חיים על האדמה ואת השושבינים ואת כל היושבים פה הוא יברך בכל הטוב. ירך ימיהם בעיניים וישלח ברכה והצלחה בכל מעשה ידם עם כל ישראל אחינו ואל אחיותינו ונאמר אמן. Now in English. May God, who blessed our ancestors in Israel in every generation, bless this bride and groom, guide them on life's journey. May their marriage be a joy and a good example to all who know them. May they fashion a beautiful home worthy of praise, secure refuge where they find tranquility during all their days together. May the love of this couple inspire and bless their family, their friends, and all of us, the community of Israel, as together we say, Amen.
עוד יישמע בהרי יהודה ובחוצות ירושלים כל ששון וכל שמחה כל חתן וכל כלה כל ששון וכל שמחה כל חתן וכל כלה עוד יישמע בהרי יהודה ובחוצות ירושלים כל ששון וכל שמחה כל חתן וכל כלה כל ששון וכל שמחה כל חתן וכל כלה מזל טוב.
You can either dance again or you can take a step. It's up to you.
Oh, they're going to sit down. All right, great. Okay, nice. That's fun. I like weddings. I like weddings. Weddings are fun. When was it? What's today? So Tuesday I was talking to our religious school students, our SLJ students, and I was talking to them about this week's Torah portion, and they were all sitting there, and I got quiet for a minute, and then I said, here's how I want to explain the Torah portion this week to you, and then I said, oozing, and itchiness, and irritation, and inflammation, and rashes, and all the kids started to go, ooh, ugh, ooh. Two kids sitting in the front there who are like fifth graders were like, oh my God, please stop. I can't hear it anymore. And then I kept talking about oozing and skin irritations, and then I talked about the word which even sounds gross, ointment. It just sounds gross. Like, I have to go to the store and get some ointment. And you're like, okay, go to the store and get some ointment. It's just even uncomfortable to talk about ointment. It's like the ointment aisle at like CVS, and you're like, yeah, if someone's in the ointment aisle, you're like, I'm just gonna go to the other aisle. So the Torah portion this week is actually about skin disease. It's actually about itchy, flaky, pus-filled, raised itchiness. I'm not making it up. It's actually in the Torah text. I did not write it. It's actually in there. Bonus, next week too. So 2 full weeks of the Torah that talk about skin disease and irritation. So super triple bonus if you're not already signed up for Coffee and Conversation this Sunday to talk about it with Cantor Muchnick. You can eat while he talks to you about skin irritation, ointments, pus, and rashes. Oh, he's going to bring Boston cream donuts. That's a perfect idea. Delicious. Shabbat shalom. That's all I got for you. I just want to talk to you about rashes. No. Okay. So you get it. It's kind of a gross Torah portion. Whenever one of our bar or bat mitzvah kids land on this Torah portion, we always give them a hug and say, "You got the winner." It's because, believe it or not, that's the easy stuff in the portion. It gets uglier and weirder. So, well, our bat mitzvah, who's tomorrow evening, she gets to go into the second week's Torah portion, and she sat down and she was like, "Do I really have to talk about this stuff?" And I was like, "Yeah, you have to talk about this stuff." So, this week's Torah portion, Tazria is what it's called. It's in the book of Leviticus, and it covers all of the itchiness that I talked about. And even weirder is that, and this fits actually for Cantor Muchnick and not for me because I'm not a Cohen actually, but he is. That the Torah portion actually says that it's the Cohen's job in the Torah portion to go and identify the skin diseases with people. So I don't have to do that, but he'd be the one who'd be like, yeah. And then the next person would be like, yeah, that's a skin disease. So so the priest had to go and check each and every one of these ailments. And here's what's interesting though, is that in the Torah portion, it literally says this sentence. Because the priest has to make a decision on the level of the skin ailment. And so he has to decide like how long they're going to be impure and then cleanse themselves. And he says this. So one of the criteria is if it is more than skin deep. So he has to assess, like, is it like a surface rash or is it lower into the skin and is it deeper? It's actually in this week's Torah portion. It actually says the criteria is it more than skin deep? So in other words, in this Torah portion, I think we're dealing with something that goes beyond appearance and goes beyond just the surface. And I'm getting a little assistance here from Rabbi David Wolpe, who's the former senior rabbi of Temple Sinai in Los Angeles, and now he is an ADL rabbinic fellow. So thanks to him for a little bit of the verbiage in here. And so he actually talks about how the Torah, because we talked about this, it's about deciding if it's on a surface issue or if it's like lower into the skin. And he talks about how the Torah has never been fixated on appearances, ever. The Torah doesn't necessarily care about appearances. In fact, you've heard of Abraham, you've heard of Moses, you've heard of Rebecca. We don't necessarily know how they looked. Were they tall? Were they short? Do they have brown hair? Do they have light hair? Do they have brown eyes? Do they have blue eyes? It doesn't really matter because the Torah doesn't go into that. There are a couple of instances that talk about someone's appearance, but they're very, 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 very rare. In fact, it's really in Judaism about a moral beauty than it is about a physical beauty. And so it's interesting because in 2024, we can decide if that's still true. Do we think that it is about an inner beauty or about an outer beauty? And I'll mention 3 words to you that might help you. Non-biblical, Instagram, TikTok, and just the word selfie. And we can decide, by the way, if matching up to this concept, we're matching up as well in 2024. Are we about appearances? Is it about the surface for us, or are we looking any deeper at all? And so, in fact, the Torah goes on to talk about a couple of characters that do have explanations about how they looked. One of them was Saul, another one was Samson, another one was Goliath. If you've heard of them, they all give a physical explanation. And by the way, the opposite is true of them. So if you know them about how they look outwardly, their inwardness, actually, in all 3 of those people, is not so pretty. So they might look good from the outside. Samson was an attractive guy. Goliath was huge. Saul also thought he looked great. And none of them were that fabulous. So the inside never really matched the outside. And so I would say, unfortunately, and maybe you'll disagree, I'm happy to see if you disagree, that never has a society been more fixated on the way that we look than we are right now. That we are constantly assessing how we look. In fact, if you do have Instagram or no Instagram, or if you know Snapchat, for instance, I don't even have Snapchat, but I believe that you have to take a picture before you even do anything else with texting. I don't have Snapchat, so those of you out there who are hearing me talk about this, I don't know, but I don't think we've ever had that before. But Judaism actually is about a measure of character. How we speak about and treat other human beings is a measure of a moral standing, not how we look, and definitely not how we look, particularly now, on a screen. Because we are always looking at a screen and how we look. And if you are on Zoom, by the way, not only are you looking at the other person, unless you set that special setting on your Zoom, you're looking at yourself the whole time too. So you're staring at yourself the whole time that you're on Zoom. So we've put ourselves in a situation where all we're doing is looking in a mirror, because we're about these appearances. And so as I conclude with you, I just wanted us to think about the ickiness of the portion, but the one little part that actually talks about where the ailment sits for us. Are we seeing things only on the surface? How are we examining things in our lives? And so, summing up, this is a last word from Rabbi Wolpe. He says, summing up the difference between the ancient Greek society and the Jews, he said, was this: that the ancient Greeks worshipped the holiness of beauty, and the Jews found the beauty in holiness. And so I wish all of us a Shabbat that's filled with lots of beauty, but beauty that emits from all of us, and beauty that emits from our love of our connection to Torah, and our love that connects to each and every one of us in our community, and not a love that exists on the surface. Shabbat Shalom. We think of those in our community who are in need of healing, a physical, emotional, or spiritual healing. We think of Tomer Adadi, Michael Alexander, Noah Applebaum, Gary Bendel, Tori Bendel, Joseph Berg, Carol Berger, Diane Brownick, Gwen Boltuck, Sophie Boltuck, Maxine Burstein, Fran Butwin, Shayna Call, Janet Cohen, Sanford Cohen, Les Coles, Scott Cohen, Marcia Davis, Mark Davis, Phyllis Eisenberg, Mona Efland, Alan Garmeis, Stuart Gottlieb, Rachel Green, Fader, Jordana Hirsch, Donna Hirsch Grossman, Ira Kafka, Shirley Kafka, Nomi Kirstein, Michelle Kingen, Patty Kitt, Russ LeWinter, Howard Manass, Isaac Margulies, Alan Mintz, Darlene Mintz, Lydia Nahum, Barbara Newmark, Danielle Peskin, Laura Petrella, Carol Porwich, Elliot Porwich, Daphne Rechavia, Julius Rosenberg, Howard Rosenbluth, Aline Rosengard, Etta Rubin, Kathy Ruggiero, Joshua Levy Salad, David Schwartz, Renee Schwartz, Mel Schwartz, Susan Schwartzmost, Joan Seidman, Ned Shanloff, Patty Shanloff, Aniel Shaw Beal, Karen Seeger, Stanley Silber, George Silver, Georgia Simpkins, Helen Silverman, Robin Soblik, Nelson Soto, Diane Spiro, David Sperling, Kristen Cesnat, Sandra Tankus, Stephen Tenner, Norma Uziel, David Avital Warshanger, David Weiner, Robbie Wader, Leslie Winthrop, Roseanne Youngstein, Miriam Yoshua Batbeila Dina, Naor Ben Dalia, Yosef Shmuel Ben Levi Yitzchak, Mordechai Avraham Ben Malka, Dvora Bat Sarah, Shimon Bat Shoshana, Avigail Bat Simona Zahava, Ben Yosef Ben Tzipora. To those names, we had any name that you'd like to add at this time.
Mark Reckman.
Mishbeach can be found on page 253. Some announcements. Those of you who are here for the first time, we are thrilled that you are here at Congregation B'nai Israel. A special welcome, as I mentioned at the start of the service, to our 50-plus single group event. We're happy that you are here. Mazel tov to the Halperin family. Blair is becoming a bat mitzvah tomorrow here at 5:30. in this very room. Sunday, coffee and conversation, as I mentioned, with our clergy. There are going to be 3 occurrences of it. So Sunday is the first one with the cantor, and then the following one is the 21st. That's with Rabbi Khan, and the last one, the 28th, is with me. It is going to be fun with bagels and coffee and some wonderful discussion. It's the last day to register for the Seder. Is it still open? Yeah, so I think it's open through the end of the day. Maybe we'll push it until Sunday. We'll push it a little bit. So if you want to join us for the second night Seder here at Congregation B'nai Israel, join us. It's going to be really, 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 really lovely. It's on April 23rd. Registration is now open for Hope in Gold. It's actually open and has been open. It's filling pretty quickly. That's on May 9th. It's from 7 to 9 p.m. Join us for a night for women to support the Middleman family on their journey through neuroblastoma by raising funds and awareness for Jewish pediatric cancer organizations. As I mentioned last time, this is very exciting. Congregation B'nai Israel has entered the 19th century. Sorry, we're in the 21st century. It was a joke. Because now our gift shop materials are online. So look at that. We found something called the World Wide Web. And we have now put stuff on it, and you can buy stuff from our gift shop. It's going to be really great. This will kind of be the last call, the last week or so, if you're interested in going on a Jewish National Fund USA Solidarity trip to Israel. There's one on June 30th, so that date's creeping closer and closer. If you're interested, please let me know. And we're also just about $1,500 away from the conclusion of building our 3rd bomb shelter in the south of Israel. So if you'd like to contribute to CBI's 3rd build of a bomb shelter, I actually just heard from the JNF, and they are eager for us to finish that 3rd one because the artist wants to meet with us so that we can design it ourselves, and we can design whatever we want it to look like while they're going to build it. So I just heard from them this last week. So after the service, just to let you know, those who are attending the 50-plus single events, you're going to go straight out the doors, literally outside to our courtyard. Is that right? Yes, just straight, all the way out. If you are not attending that, you're going to go straight to the doors and then turn right, and then go into our Oneg room, our social hall, which is over on this side. Cantor Muchnick, as usual, I'm looking forward to your contributions to sharing with us some announcements.
Aleinu.
Great. He'd like to continue with the Aleinu. And so Aleinu can be found on page 282, and together we stand.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגור עלינו ככל המונם, ואנחנו ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו echad.
We mourn the loss of Michael Linder, beloved husband of our Miss Susan Linder. The funeral will be held this coming Sunday at 2 p.m. in Miami. If you want any further information about that funeral, we're able to give it to you. It was sent out to the congregation. The family will be observing Shiva this coming Monday here at the synagogue from 4 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. with a Shiva minyan at 6:30 p.m. In the period of Shiva, the immediate 7-day mourning period, we think of Richard Rosenbluth. In the 30-day mourning period of Shloshim, we think of Carol Block and Alvin Fertel, and our yahrzeits that occur for us this week. Ava Silvers, late wife of CBI Rabbi Emeritus Rabbi Silvers, Joel Nadell, founding president of CBI, Albert Marin, Jacob Kaplan, Rudolph Weiner, Ralph Seltzer, Jordan Matthew Angel, Judith Harris, Meyer Flansbaum, Eva Friedman, Laura Honig, William Horowitz, Lorraine Massler, Layla Fallett, Gloria Firsty, Linda Putter, George Lax, David Silverman, Arnold Chaplick, Jack Seidenman, Sidney Kemper, Faye Geronimus, Ruth Roselle Stewart, Benita Gang, Florence Mester, Betty Kahn, Joel Gordon, Andrew Billig, Gloria Cohen, Edith Gilbert, Robert P. Friedman, Rose Gechter, Josh Seiden, Norman Fallett, Suzanne Siegel, Martin Goldberg, Morris J. Shapira, Sarah Makoff, Abraham Rich, Sylvia Cowan. To those names, we had any name that you'd like to add at this time. Kaddish Yatom Mourners Kaddish 294. Yitgadal v'yikadash shemei Rabbah, be'amad yivrach riuteh, be'amlich malchuteh, b'chai echon v'yom echon v'chai dechol beit Yisrael, b'agala v'zman kariv v'imru amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam olamei omaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitomam v'yitnaseh, v'yitada v'yitale v'yitala shmei likudesha breichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran b'alma v'imru amen. Hey Shlomo Rabba min Shemaya, v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'momav, hu yaseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us and to all Israel, as together we all say,
Amen.
Amen. Please be seated. Do a quick motzi here. Anyone here under the age of bar bat mitzvah want to join us? Anyone under the age of bar? Anyone feel like they're under the age of bar and bat mitzvah? Yeah, come on down. Woohoo! Come on down. Yes. What's that? That's right. That's funny. Here, come closer here. Ready, Cantor?
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen.
So in a moment, we're going to continue with Tfilat HaDerech. And Tfilat HaDerech always talks about, may you have peace on your way. And as we are entering this Shabbat, whether it is designed to be a false scare tactic or not, if you're not following the news, Hamas, Jihad, Iran are claiming the possibility of some very major occurrence in Israel over the next 24 to 48 hours. So as we enter our Shabbat here, and our brothers and sisters are now hopefully asleep and at peace in the morning, let's reflect on our thoughts of Tfilat HaDerech, our blessings of travel, how we are blessed in our goings and our comings and so that our brothers and sisters in Israel will have that peace, that we can all have that peace soon, and hope that these next hours and the hours that follow will be filled with peace and tranquility for each and every one of our brothers and sisters, for us, for the entirety of the people of Israel, as we continue with Tfilat HaDerech, which can be found on page 345 if you'd like to follow along. 345.
May we be blessed as we go on our way. May we be guided in peace. May we be blessed with health and joy. May this be our blessing. Amen.
Shalom, and God continue to give us strength and love and peace to everyone. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom.